Hello again. In this next video I discuss a number of topics with my pupils, one of which is the huge benefit that you'll get out of building your own routine before you set off every time. And one of the other issues is what a chap called Gerald Harrison, who was the Alpine coach who transformed not only my skiing but my life, what he used to call the soft shoe shuffle. And it goes like this: the better we're able to sink onto the grape of the outside ski, the more the inside ski will automatically slide forward ahead of it. So in my case, doing it now, if I was sinking onto my right ski in order to make a left-hand arc past you to your right, if I were to do that, the better I do that, the more my inside ski, my left ski, will slide forward. And what that does is to create an angle between the tip of the left-hand ski and the tip of the right-hand ski across the actual line of travel, my actual line of travel. What's the benefit of that? Well, what happens is this: because the tips are staggered now, one slightly ahead of the other, so are my feet because they're attached to the skis, so are my knees because you can't do much about them. From then on up, I could do all sorts of weird, inappropriate wobblings about and twistings and so forth, but I don't want to. I want to maintain that relationship, that diagonal line, if you will. It's what we refer to as axes parallel. What I want to do is to allow my inside, my left hip, to be advanced ahead of my outside, my right hip, as well as being inboard of the arc. I would like my torso to be the same. I would ideally like my shoulders to be the same, which is assisted, that process is assisted by having my hands the same. So my inside hand, my left hand, will be ahead of my right hand, left shoulder ahead of my right shoulder, left hip ahead of my right hip, and so forth. This is the most stable, the most preparatory shape in which to be as I go round the arc. It is to be hugely recommended. And if you think back to one of the very first videos in this sequence, in this whole series of lessons, when I first introduced the idea of a little beetle under our toe, and I said the best way to employ the services of this little beetle is to increase the pressure on her, and the best way to do that is to very slightly rotate our torso, place our head over the beetle, and that will increase the pressure on her. And the other thing it did was to put the inside hip on the inside, the left hip in this case on the inside of the arc, as well as advancing it forward of the outside hip, the right hip, and here we all go again. So we've kind of come full circle. And if you can practice it at home in front of your bedroom mirror, you'll get it that much quicker when you're on the slopes. I hope you're enjoying all this, and there's even a little bit more yet. So I shall return. Thanks a lot. Bye.